Hey, what's going on with my beautiful people today? I hope you're shining bright, not letting anybody dim that light. That's right. My name is Trinity, and welcome to my channel, all about the healing. All right, ride and dies, new subscribers, energy exchange, 10, 20, 100 fold right back at ya. What you sow on this channel, you shall reap. Thank you for the likes, the shares, that's energy exchange. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the emojis, that's energy exchange. Thank you for your contribution and support. With your tips and super chats. Thank you. That's energy exchange. So as I pour into you, you pour into me, and it blends in a perfect harmony unto the Most High, right? So thank you for that. Flip side, not gonna waste my time. Looking good, smelling good like I should. Can't stop, won't stop, and ain't gonna stop nothing up in here. Point blank and period. All right, so it is so be it. Ashe, Samote be. All right, we are honoring the signs of the collective. Bam! There it is, collective. All right, so, okay, so, sorry about, shouldn't say sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. For my absence, because anytime I take an absence is due to me honing in on me, not taking any energy to do anything else but honing in on me, my surroundings, what I need to be doing at a time such as this. And at this time, it was the eclipse. We already know from previous readings and previous times I have talked to you about the eclipse, the energy that is the energy, the heavy energy that's around the eclipse. It could be heavy energy from things that you need to release, or it could be even heavy energy for things that is to come, that you need to prepare. You need to get yourself right. You need to meditate. You need to think about. You need to envision. You need to write down. You need to get yourself prepared for what it is, whatever energy that this eclipse have awakened in you. You need to pursue it, or you need to release it, is what I'm saying. All right, so that's what I did. All right. So I'm back. I'm back. So let's just move. All right, so I'm channeling today. I'm not really using cards today. I'm not really using cards today, and I'm trying to figure out which way, because I have a couple of them that I need to put out. So, okay. Okay, guys. All right, so, okay. Now, I want to talk to you about oaths, vows, agreements, promises, whatever you have committed yourself to at the present time, or really in your past, and even in your past lives. I want to talk to you about that. I want you to think, when I get done talking to you about this, I want you to go and really ponder and think about what I'm saying to you, because I've already done this, but I didn't think to come and tell you to do this. But it's very, very important for you to do it, because a lot of the oaths, vows, promises, agreements that you have tied yourself to is the reason why some of these people can keep attacking you, because you're still tied to them through a vow, through an agreement, a promise. You made a promise. I promise I would be with you forever. I promise I would never leave you. I promise I would never. That those things can still keep you tied, and you can still cut the cord, but that person could come, if they don't want to let go, they can keep coming in off of those promises, off of those vows. Even if you were married to someone and you got a divorce, that's physical. That paper is physical, but did you denounce that vow that you made to that person through the marriage? Spiritually. I'm talking about spiritually. Because a lot of this stuff, you physically cut these people off, or you physically removed yourself, or you physically let go of this person. However, spiritually, you still tied, because this particular person does not want to let you go. This particular person is trying to come in and find whatever way they can to fit in, to come back in to your life, to come either to get your energy, to sabotage your life, to get you stuck so you can't move forward. It is that kind of mentality, and you're trying to figure out, well, I ain't done everything. I cut the cord. I have done everything, but you haven't. You have to denounce. You have to denounce these oaths. You can write it down. You can speak it. You gotta denounce. You have to renounce. You have to let all this stuff go. You have to these promises, you gotta speak and say, I no longer want to be involved, or will not be involved. I no longer will not be involved, tied to. I no longer want to, I disavow, I release myself from this agreement. I release myself from this oath. I release myself from this attachment. I made those promises in the past, and I no longer want to commit, or I no longer want to be involved in this connection, this promise. I no longer promise. I no longer in agreement with this. Spiritually, physically, I renounce. I denounce. Whichever way you want to do it. Now, let's go a step further. Okay. If you have in the past attached yourself or promised to an institution, affiliated with a church, affiliated with fraternities, sororities, affiliated with any institution, corporation, anything like that, you need to denounce. Anything that you have signed, anything that you have said, anything you physically may have, but you still spiritually need to speak on that thing and tell it and denounce it and release yourself from that contract, release yourself from that oath, release yourself from that vow, release yourself from that corporation, release yourself from affiliation of that church or churches. You got to go to each church and affiliate that you were affiliated with and denounce that. You know, because each church is tied to different energy. And you made, when you joined that church, you made a vow, you made a commitment to be tied to that church. You made that commitment, you made that vow to be tied to that fraternity, that sorority. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter. All of it still, we are in a world. We in a world of what? We are in a matrix. We in a world of what? This is not our world. We just existing here. So those things tied you to this world. So you have to untie you. You're woke now. You have to untie yourself from these things. And it is what, when you think about it, you're like, oh, okay, it's no big deal. But it is a big deal. You're trying to set yourself free. But these things, it could be anything that you signed, that you committed yourself to, it could be a friendship. It could be a friendship that, hey girl, I promise, girl, you my girl, you my best friend, girl, yeah, I promise I'm your ride and die. That's an oath. That's a promise. And then you find out this person been stabbing you in your back, don't really care for you, really is trying to sabotage you, but you can't get rid of this person. You and cut the tie, you and done this, but you have not released yourself from that promise, that what you spoke. That promise. This is your ride and die. So this person is really trying to ride with you till you die. But you've cut this person off. You've moved you. But you have to go a step further and take back that oath. Take back that ride and die. Take back that promise. Because you no longer want to be tied and affiliated with this person, place, or thing. This is real. This is real talk. Because a lot of you trying to figure out how this person, you got to keep blocking yourself. You got to keep doing the cord cutting. You got to keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again. It's because you have not severed. You have not released yourself from the promise, from the oath, from the vow that you have spoken over your own life and your past lives. This is your past life too. All oaths, all promises, all agreements, all vows, past, present. Past and your present. Past lives included. You need to release yourself from all that past life stuff that you don't even have to know. You just have to say all oaths, all vows, all agreements, all promises to people, places, and things. And be specific when you know. All churches, institutions, corporations, sororities, secret societies that you joined when you was young. You got to release yourself from that. That stuff is you're still tied to it. You're still tied through the oath, through the vow. This is why these people, places, and things won't let you go, because you're still tied to them through that oath, through that vow, through that promise. You promised. This is what they're saying. You promised that you would be with us. You promised that you would be committed to us. You promised, but you did not know all into what you were promising yourself to. But once you woke up and you found out all into it, you removed yourself and you thought that was enough. It's not enough. You got to go back and you have to speak on these promises, these oaths, these agreements, institutions, sorority, secret. You got to, because only you know what you tied to. You got to sit down and you got to allow God, the Most High God, to sit with you and go over what it is that you are tied to. And if you don't know, then it's okay. You can blanket all oaths, all vows. Like I said, you can go that route. This is very, very important because where we going, you got to free it up, got to free it up, got to free it up, got to free it up. You got to be light as a feather. You can't have hate on your heart. You can't have unforgiveness on your heart. You can't have all these things. Yeah, these people done you wrong, dirty, low down and dirty, and still doing you wrong. But that doesn't mean that these particular people that you know that's doing you wrong have to be in your life. They don't have to be in your life. You release these people. Some you can release and just walk away, and some you just have to put boundaries up. You place your boundaries, and you let God intervene in that. But you no longer will be abused. You no longer will be taken advantage of. You no longer will stand for gossip and running your name down. They could do that on their side. I don't have to be tied to that. That's what boundaries are set. You can't stop them from flapping their lips and doing all that, but you can't stop the energy from flowing to you. You can't stop a lot of this concerning you and what you're going to be and what you're going to allow and what you're going to how you're going to interact with this particular person. No, there's no interaction. This is friendship. This is family. This is everybody. Everybody that is not for your highest good, you got to either set boundaries or you got to let these people go. You have things that you have to do. It's do or die. They already made their choices and decisions about what they're going to do for their life. So they're trying to come in and infiltrate in your life and dictate what is going to be going on with you. But what they fail to realize is they don't have no permission. They don't have any permission to handle you concerning your life. They only are responsible for their own life. You have free will. You have your own mind. You have your own choices and decisions, and no one has the right or authority to come in and take away your choices and your decisions, your will to make choices for your own life. They got their own life that they need to be concerned about. You cannot continue to allow people to dictate who you are, what you're going to be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it looked like. You have to stand on your own ground and know who and what you are and what you're going to tolerate. And for those things that you're not going to tolerate, you got to put the hammer down and don't look back. It is what it is. There's no more stabbing in the back and then I look away and then I got to keep taking the knives out my back. No. All of that is a done deal. Once you woke, you handle that situation. And no, some people you just can't cut out. You got to allow God to cut it out. Some things you just got to set a boundary and not commit to put your energy in it. Your time, your effort, your energy in none of it. You put that boundary up. And when they cross that boundary, then you have to enforce something stronger. That means that if they can't respect your boundaries, then you go a step further. You don't respect boundaries, then if you can't respect my boundaries, then I got to let you go. I got to do something stronger to let you understand that you don't dictate to me. You don't dictate to me how you going to influence my life or how you going to be in my life. I do. These are the things that you have to understand as a chosen one, as a spiritualist, whatever. You have to have in mind and have to understand that you have to protect you at all costs. It's do or die. They're constantly trying to find ways to come in and take you out of here. But you still here. You still waking up. You still in the land of the living. You still prosperous. You still beautiful. You still intact. You still got your right mind. You still sane. You still healthy. You still just prosperous, successful. And it's for a reason. It's for a reason. You are a living sacrifice. You are a living sacrifice, meaning you're living. And people are trying to sacrifice. People are trying to come in and have a hand or have a say into who you are, what you obtain, what your life should be. But that's a no-brainer. Time and time and time again, it's been shown over and over and over and over again who you are. It's been shown over and over and over again that you're not to be touched. It's been shown over and over and over again that you're wanted, you are appointed, you are chosen, and you are anointed. No matter how they mess with you spiritually, no matter how they try to make it seem physically that you are not, God always comes in and show out concerning you. You don't know what's going on in the background, but it's big time stuff going on in the background concerning you, because they know that the days are numbered. They know that the days are short. But just keep in mind, you got some extra things. You need to dig a little deeper. You got some things here that you got to do. Because you are attached spiritually to some of these things that you have spoken, that you attached yourself to in the past, that you need to speak on, that you need to denounce, that you need to walk away from. Write it down, that you need to speak out, that you need to let go spiritually. An oath, a promise, a vow, etc. You know your situation. I'm going to leave it right there. All right. So, hit the comments. Let a sister know that you still, let me know about your oath, your promise, or just put it in the comments that you understand what I'm saying and that you're going to denounce whatever it is that you got tied to or you're tied to. The emojis let a sister know you're still working with me, that you're still with me. Thumbs up, thumbs down. This thumbs the channel. It helps a sister out. Share, subscribe. All right. So for those of you that have not subscribed, you just watching, it would behoove you to subscribe, right? Because when you're tapped into me and I'm tapped into you, just like I'm talking and I'm expressing and God has told me, this is what God has told me that a lot of people that's tapped into me need to be doing right now to the last hammer down of releasing these people, these opponents and these game players that's in their energy, or trying to get to their energy astrally, or that's how they keep trying, how they have access to you astrally, is because you made an oath, you made a vow. So with that being said, I would have never got that to put out to the collective. I know that, but I never would have gotten it from the collective if they were not tapped into me. So if that's what I'm saying. So subscribe. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe. It don't cost you nothing to like the video. So do so. All right. In the description box, all of my information is there. I'm not doing any personal readings at this time. So with that being said, if you want to purchase a deck, it's in the description box. If you want to sow a seed into the good ground here, it's in the description box. If you want to go to social media and to join that, it's in the description box. All right. So with all of that being said, hit the notification bell so you can always know what's up with the channel. So with all of that being said, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you healing, and Trinity is